and thanks for watching. This is the fourth project for our July 2014 stamp class. This is our 3D project. It's got a belly band on it. You flip it up and it's a little gift card holder. So let's get started. This uses the Moonlight DSP, and I used the one of the pieces that had Blackberry Bliss and Honey Hello as the main colors with the Lost Lagoon inside for this one. And we are going to make ours using the Lost Lagoon and Honey Hello with Blackberry Bliss on the inside. So to get started, you're going to, this measures 4.5 by 6.5, and we need to cut and score this to make the holder work. I'm going to bring in my Stampin trimmer, and the first thing we're going to do is, I'm actually going to go up here because I want to show you the scoring blade, is score it at 1/2 inch on each side. And I like to run my score tool a few times because this score definitely will not even break your designer paper. It's a precise scoring tool, but it's a light scoring tool, which is really nice because especially when you're scoring scrapbooking paper, some scoring tools can get a little heavy and tear right through it. So as I'm going, I'm just going to fold those. And now I want to make the actual pocket for my gift card holder. So I'm going to measure, I'm going to score at 2 1/4, 4 5/8, and that's it. So that gives me these folds. I'm going to fold them back and forth, and then I'll show you how this is coming together. So this is the bottom, this is where the card tucks in, and this is the flap over. So what I need to do is I need to be able to tuck this in nice, which means that these need to go away. So we're going to go back up, you'll see what I mean, to the cutting blade, and I think I'm going to do the first one on the lighter side. So you're going to go over again to 1/2 inch over on this side, and you're going to take your cutting blade down to this score, and you can see the little tail there, so that's where I want to go. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to make sure I see it really well, and there's my line. So 1/2 inch up here, and I'm going to take it down to, there we go. And then I'm going to use my scissors to finish this off. So I'm going to take my craft scissors, and now I'm going to cut this away completely. And I'm going to cut this away completely. And now, the last thing I want to do before I assemble this is I want to corner round the top. So I'm going to take our corner rounder. And when you use the new Project Life corner rounder, I know I always tell you with punches to flip them over, but the corner rounder is the exception to the rule. Because you're going to open it, so you do have to flip it over. And then you want to make sure that both sides, the paper hits both guides really well, and then punch down. So you get a nice perfect round and that little extra piece there. So again, you want this one, you want to lay it flat, you want to slide it in, you want to wedge it so that both guides are exactly against the sides of the card, and then push straight down, and that will give you that nice round corner. So now that I have that, I'm ready to put this together. I'm actually going to bring in my silicone pad because I'm using the new Fast Fuse adhesive, and I love this stuff, but it is kind of sticky. And I'll give you some tips. You have to roll it. I have to, because I guess I'm not so good at using it yet. Roll it a little, and then you want to make a check to pull it up and off. And you're going to do that again. You're going to pull it down, and I'm not getting any, so oops, I got a little bit. Oop, okay, but I want to roll it up. It's basically sticky strip on a roll. So it's great to use, it's very handy, but you do have to do the check thing at the end to make sure that it pulls apart without having a lot of strings. So now I'm going to do one side. You can hear how sticky it is. I'm going to fold one side up. carefully. Yep, that's not being careful enough. I'm trying to figure out what angle so you can see and I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there we go. And, oh, my finger's stuck in there. And there we go. So now we have our gift card holder and I can flop it over here. So now that's the beginning. Now we need our belly band. So I already cut a 1 inch by 8.5 inch piece of Lost Lagoon. And it's much longer than I need. I'm going to use the fast fuse again. So I'm going to wrap it around. I'm just going to freehand bend it here and cut it off a little bit. I don't know if you can hear the rumbling in the background, but that is thunder. We in the Northeast tonight are having a lovely thunderstorm going. And there we go. I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to cut it a little more carefully because that's the one that's really going to show. I'm going to slide this off, and now I want to make sure that I'm actually using snail, so I don't have to do the check mark so well, but I would have used fast fuse if I would have looked at what I was grabbing for this, because I want it to not go anywhere. Snail is eventually going to pop. We'll just hope that it doesn't on this video. So this gives me my belly band, but it just doesn't look too beautiful because it doesn't have any decoration. So let's do that. I'm going to show you what I did to create the bottom layer. I actually used the Deco Label framelits, and I cut the smallest one out of the Honey Hello. So that gives me the base. And now I'm going to take a scrap of white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp the U and the Just For in Lost Lagoon. And then I'm going to punch those out with the 1 3/4 circle. So I want to get this pretty tight. If it's not tight enough, the beauty of having a big piece of scratch paper is that I can try it again. So I'm going to take the 1 3/4 inch circle punch, slide it on here. Yep, looks good. The nice thing about the 1 3/4 inch circle punch is that it fits perfectly, when you get that around, inside the Deco Label, the smallest Deco Label. It actually looks pretty cute in the next size up as well. And then, of course, no card is complete without bling. So I'm going to take a couple of jewels. I'm going to take the small size ones, and I'm going to put a jewel here, and I'm going to put a jewel right here. And I just think the jewels make the card. I'm going to take a couple of dimensionals and I'm going to put them on the back of this. Make sure they're vertical, like this way, because if you put them here, you're going to stick them to the gift card holder, and that is not going to be a good thing. So we'll bring in the one that we're creating now, and I will bring in the one that we already did before this video, just to show you. So that is the 3D project for the July stamp class. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a cute little gift card holder using the Work of Art stamp set.